The Behavioral Activation Program is a holistic program that focuses on movement and exercise, as the main objective with the client. We are learning a new language, which is, what is the body saying? My name is David Perez. I'm a Behavioral Activation Project Officer, also Group Facilitator, and I have been working at STARS for 7 years. There are many different modalities of behavioral activation. We have chosen to use physical activity and exercise as the vehicle to activate that behavior. We know with our clients go through very difficult times, and it's very difficult for them in some cases to focus, in those areas of lifestyle. We are not aiming to fix the problem. The problems are a lot bigger, and in some cases very, very complex. But the idea is to try to shift a little bit the attention from these problems that they have, and they can often do nothing about, to those areas of their life that are neglected and they need to be activated. We knew for thousands of years that exercise was good at a physical level. It enhanced our circulatory system. It helped us to have more energy. It helped us to be more fit and therefore have more ability to deal with the daily stress. But nowadays we know that it's especially good at a brain level. There is a process called neurogenesis, which is when the cells in the brain have the ability to continue to grow and create new neuropathways. And we know that exercise is one of the main factors that can contribute to that. There are many transitions and many changes during the experience of the clients that we receive. Many of them, they have a very different lifestyle back in their country, or they have to stay for many months, in transition, and that definitely changed the lifestyle. The idea with this program is to try to foster some sense of control for the clients so they can be more active in the recovery process and learn what is that they can do from their side to get better. The Behavioral Activation Program is based on the SEEDS model created by John Arden. The acronym stands for very important areas of our life, which will be sleep, exercise, education, diet, and social connection, which are fundamental areas of lifestyle that when work well in combination, it can really help the day by day of the clients. The idea with SEEDS is not to tackle them all at the same time, but try to break them down. With the program, we do it on a group basis, but we also do it on individual basis. The transformation, it happens with what they do at home. So the idea is that they get good information and then they can use that information in their favor. We always start the program with an evaluation. We want to see where the client is at. As you can imagine, there's many different kinds of fitness, and physical capacity within the clients. So after that assessment, we focus on the motivational interviewing, which is the part in which we try to create the rapport with the client by trying to look for those areas of the client's life that he would like to improve and explore a little bit more what it has been the relationship with exercise and sport in the past. The frequency of the sessions with the program at the beginning will be weekly, because we need to establish that rapport. We need to get the client, used to create that habit of coming, talking about these subjects. After that, we try to move it to fortnightly, because by moving it to fortnightly, we allow a little bit more time in between for the client to observe a few changes. Which changes? Well, the good thing is that nowadays, we have a lot of technology that we can put at our service. And this technology really helps the client to observe what are those changes that are happening. Things like, for example, Fitbit, we have a scale that it can measure body composition, fat level, visceral fat levels, bone density. Another of the tools that we use, heart rate variability, Heart rate variability is a measure that we use to understand if the autonomous nervous system of a client is overactivated or underactivated. It is a really fantastic tool to see what is normally not visible, which is all that part of our body that it works by itself, and how might be affected by the trauma. Motivation equals good information plus the ability from the client to be able to track this progress. When the client knows what is happening and knows how to track that, it's a lot more empowering for them. This program aims to fit well with the biopsychosocial model. It's proposed to be holistic, and work with other therapies that the client might be receiving, such as nutrition, counseling, community service work. The idea is that in a holistic way, when we are all working in the same direction, the client will feel more protected and more supported to be able to participate. The two ways that you can refer into my program is individually, in which case the condition is that the client must have a counselor. We find that working without a counselor at an individual level, it hasn't been as helpful. The other way that you can refer to me is as a group. We have done many different things in the past, and obviously COVID has changed things, in the last couple of years, but we have several different programs like yoga, exercise on the water, learning how to swim. There is a fantastic synergy that you can see in groups sometimes, in which it's not only what you put on the table, but what the clients bring with themselves, that creates a fantastic healing environment. In this program, we celebrate any little progress. I strongly believe that sentence that says, the journey of 1,000 miles starts with a single step. However, that single step is often the most difficult to do. That spark of motivation that is helping yourself, even though it's not easy, it's a fantastic process to witness.